You know, I'm a multi-podcast guy. You know what that means?
You appear on several podcasts.
Yeah, I'm a multi.
Well, same here. I got The Junkies with Kitty, which is snack food. The Debrief, where I interview comedians. You've been on that.
Yeah. Oh, so you have your own, and you have this one.
And the one with Kitty, yeah.
And the one with Kitty, which is very popular.
Yeah.
But I, as you know, went on I think it's number 3 rated, whatever.
Well, The Imperfects.
The Imperfects.
I see it. It's big, isn't it?
Big. And then they invited me to come on stage. Well, in actual fact.
We heard all about that.
Did I tell you that it was my idea?
No, you suggested it, did you? That's funny. And, you know, if you're doing Sydney, you can fly me up, pick me up,
That's
whatever. But you didn't do Sydney, you just did Melbourne.
I just did Melbourne. Yeah, I thought they were going to get people from around I said, it'd be good to have someone dropping in just for the sake of it. And then they went, yeah, we'd like to do that. And then I found out I was the only one that dropped in, which was fine, which meant that, you know, I thought they used other people from other states, as I said.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I did an appearance and I was inappropriate on stage, as I said in an earlier podcast. But they sent me a gift.
Wow.
Which is, it's this box
card
here.
game.
It's a bunch of cards, and it's based on what they do on their podcast. So it's sort of, because when you go on, and you will probably do this one day when you decide to reveal your childhood trauma when you blew up the house or you nearly blew up your house.
That's true.
Yeah. And they give you a pile of questions and you pick one from the pile. So I've got in my hand here, I've got their whole show.
These are all the this is similar to the Cards for Humanity or whatever it is.
But that one forced the answer.
Yeah, and my kids have got another one which is more a children's, but they just sort of ask random questions like, and they're good for starting conversations or something like that, aren't they?
Yeah, these are some of these are quite.
So the kids ones like, what country do you want to visit? You know, like what would be your last meal and stuff like that. You know, like things we've talked about before. What's your
all those. Yeah.
They're fun too. Like, what job would you like to do, or you know?
And it gets you thinking outside the box, and it starts up conversation, and you say things that you probably wouldn't normally say in normal conversation.
Well, the one against humanity had ones like, you know, who's your favourite child? And I always give the same answer. Yeah, Jenny, the girl from next door. She's 23, Glenn. Anyway, there we go. Classic.
As my friend says, he had twins, and he said we had one, we just had the other one for spare parts.
Yes.
Yeah. Is that a well-known joke?
I think I've heard that before.
I've probably said it. So, do you want to have a go? Are you man enough to have a go?
Yeah, I'm man enough. You read out the question. Just hit me with it. Go.
Oh, hang on. I know my
go.
glasses.
Get your glasses on.
Make me put my glasses on.
You hit me with one.
Okay.
These are vulnerable. Vulnerabilities.
Oh, this is going to hurt. If you don't like it, you can reject it. Okay? You don't like it.
I go pass.
Yeah.
All
right. So, what secret about yourself do you wish wasn't a secret anymore?
Oh. That I've got an irritated testicle?
Oh, well, you sort of... Which, by the way, I listened to that back.
Yes.
Good on you for your bravery. I reckon if I had an irritated testicle, hence the name of the band, I would have probably kept it secret.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you've done then.
All right, cool.
Okay,
well,
do you want to do one?
Easy?
Do you want to do one?
Yeah, I'll do one for you.
But I don't... Yeah, but yours...
What's the bravest thing you've done?
There's a couple of things. I reckon leaving the insurance company.
Yes.
And applying for drama school.
Because,
going into acting, what would you tell your adolescent self?
God. Stop touching. Anyway. The stuff. Don't put posters on the wall with blue tack. No. I would tell my adolescent self, you're gonna meet a girl. You know, you're gonna be happy. You're gonna become a comedian. So just relax. All right, don't worry about it. Not that I wasn't that anxious as a youth. Actually, I had a pretty good. Adolescence.
I don't think you've got anything, you know.
But I would have liked a bit of confirmation. I tell my teenage sons they're good looking because. Man, no one ever told me. Oh, look back at photos.
Yeah, I was
all right, man. I was all right. I was good looking, but
yeah.
No dad ever told me that.
Yeah, no, I don't think our generation or
no, we had no. I think Denise Scott talks about it. We had no. Everyone's got so much. I can't remember what the word she uses. Confidence or something these days. Whereas in our day.
Oh, you got nothing.
Oh,
nothing.
And not from Dad. Mum would occasionally say, "Oh, you're handsome boys."
Dad would give me compliments not to my face. He'd give them to Mum about me, and
Yeah,
I would then run into the kitchen hoping he would continue, and he would stop. Okay, we'll do. What event from your childhood changed you?
Wow. My birth?
What event?
What event in my childhood changed me? I can't even remember any events.
My brother saved me
What,
from drowning.
in a raft again? Or
No, we were at our auntie's place, and we went down by the river, and I fell in. And I remember going down once. When you're trying to find the bottom and there's no bottom, and then you're trying to grab it, and then down twice, and then I went down for the third time. I thought, this is it. I'm heading out big time, and a flash came to me. A voice came and said, "Invent a character named Uncle Arthur."
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, and anyway, he pulled me out, and then he saved my life. And,
Incredible.
And I told that story at his 70th birthday the other day, which went down well. And then we told the story that when we got in the car, we had a fight, and then he said, "I wish I hadn't saved you."
Always the way.
Yeah, always the way.
No, I don't know about any event. Dad coming back from Vietnam. There we go. I can't really remember it, but anyway, we'll just say that. Do you want me to do one? Do one? Because we should have the music soon. Here we go.
Oh God!
What celebrity would you like to sleep with? Oh, this.
You can't.
They got multiple choice. David Koch.
You are slurring the good work. The music's trying to shut me down. Don't you slur the
Shelley
imperfect-
Craft.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Lisa Wilkinson. There's a bit of a choice here for you, Glenn. Lisa Wilkinson, Carl Stefanovic. Wow, incredible.
Welcome to Somehow Related. Now, please welcome your hosts Glenn Robbins and Dave O'Neill.
Here we are. Welcome to the podcast. It was actually what celebrity from morning TV would you like to sleep with?
Oh, so it was. Yeah, it was a legitimate question.
It's Kochi, Natalie Barr. You got a selection.
You
there.
can't-
You don't have to answer it. Anyway.
They do the block around the corner from my gym.
Oh, they're doing the block.
So I drive past the block on the way home from gym.
Have you seen
I haven't
Cam
seen
there?
what's his name?
Scott Cam?
Scott Cam. No, I haven't seen the Shelley Craft. Haven't seen her.
Grumpy Graham or whatever,
No.
the foreman?
But I think I'm sneaking by, and then I drove past the other night. As I drove, because they have the stop signs up and everything, and you have a bit of rubberneck.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, what are they doing in there? Oh, there's a light, and wonder who that is. They'll be famous in a couple of weeks, blah, blah, blah. And then as I drove off, I just hear bloody Russell Court hanging around. What's going on? I've been spotted hanging around the block in my gym gear.
Who said that? The
One of the
stop and go guys.
Yeah, one of the stop and go guys.
We should get a topic. So we get two topics, and we've got to work out how they're related. If you've
Yes,
just come to
yes.
this podcast,
Yes.
welcome. And what are our topics, Sam?
Tom Hanks and Abraham Lincoln.
Wow, we haven't had two individuals for a while, have we?
No, not.
We had you and John Lovitz.
Yes, good memory.
What was the connection? I can't remember.
Because his name in one of his movies was Glenn Robbins.
Oh, there you go.
And I think
good
it was one of the
memory.
cowboy ones. One where their guys get together and go away for the weekend and find themselves. With
Billy Crystal.
Billy Crystal and the guy who did the one-armed push-ups who died.
Jack Palance.
Oh, you're on fire. On fire.
Three Amigos?
No, it wasn't Three Amigos. Now you've let yourself down. Tom Hanks. What do we know?
Oh, he's good, Tom Hanks.
Good actor. You know what he's good at? He can do comedy. He can do light comedy. He can do heavier comedy, and he can do drama.
Yeah, he was in that great movie about the Somali
Oh,
pirate, Mr. Roberts or something like that. Captain Roberts.
yes.
Yeah, he was great in that.
Was
he
it
was
called
great. Yeah, I think it was called Captain Roberts. Wasn't
Something
it?
like that, wasn't it? Yeah. Oh, anyway. What other movies he been?
Let's go back. Splash. He was the lead in Splash with the mermaid. I remember going to the movies in the 80s and seeing that with a girl called Karen from Teachers College.
What was her name?
Karen?
No.
She's a nice girl.
No.
Karen.
No, the
Me and
girl
Karen.
who made the splash. The girl that was a
Oh,
mermaid.
don't ask me that. She's great. She's great though.
Karen's great.
Yeah,
No,
Karen's
no,
great.
No, but she's
I
great.
know who you mean, the actress.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
having a
saw
noble
her
moment.
when I was in LA once.
Oh wow!
Yeah, and we were both in Olivia Newton-John's store
Oh, God.
called Koala Blue.
Oh, very good. Yeah.
And she was browsing, and I was browsing. So what do you reckon? She was in an Australian shop. So what
Yeah.
did I do?
Said, "G'day, can I help you?"
No, yes, close. I spoke loudly with an Australian accent.
And to get her attention,
Yeah,
or
yeah. I think I got a look.
right?
Yeah, but you know,
She's thinking, "Why are you here? You like, you got this stuff at home, you clown."
I pitched a couple of characters at her, and just said, "What do you think about this? What do you think about that?"
She was good in Splash. Yeah.
Well, let's not worry about trying to find her name.
No,
No.
no.
So
And then he did Big. He was in Big.
great film where
Yeah,
he
great.
was it like a spell on him or something?
Yeah, he was a kid in an adult's body, wasn't it?
Yeah, but he was able to give good advice for kids' toys or something.
Yeah, he went into the toy shop. I've been to that toy shop. You can go to that toy shop.
Really?
Yeah, it's an actual toy shop in New York. We used to be able to anyway. And
He
he,
did the
was
piano.
also in Punchline. He did that great piano scene,
Yeah,
stepping on the piano.
yeah.
Yeah. And then Punchlines. Remember that? That was great. About
that-
comedians.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
And Sally Field played a housewife doing stand-up. And he was one of the other comedians in the mix. Oh,
Forrest Gump. That was big.
yeah. Life is like a box of chocolates.
He won an Academy Award for that.
Yeah, I never saw it. Was it good or?
I don't know. I just kind of think, I hate to say it, but a role, I mean, this is very cynical, but a character like that is always going to win over a serial killer.
Yeah.
Even if even the performance by, say, Robert De Niro was really good. The nice character that does good is always going to win because the feel-good takeaway is, so
But there was a sort of a trend at the Oscars for quite some time where someone with a kind of something sort of not a disability or something would win.
yeah, this is my point.
Yeah, like Nicole Kidman had the big nose, remember, in The Hours. She had
Yeah,
like
yes.
she won one. Got nominated.
I don't know whether I'm skating on thin ice here or going into danger, but could you make a film like Forrest Gump now, or would you'd have to cast that role?
I remember there was one with Sean Penn with the Beatles songs in it when he was looking after a kid, and yet he was somewhat mentally impaired.
So you would
Remember that?
You would, yeah. Well, yeah.
And he's like doing the voice and stuff.
See, nowadays, and rightly so, they should be played by someone who is
Oh, yeah, in that way anyway.
an actor,
Yeah.
or not.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's like the argument they always, you should get an autistic person to play an autistic person.
Yeah.
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 Castaway.
Oh, I love Castaway.
I love Castaway.
A great film.
Big ask. I mean,
it
it was just him and Wilson.
Big. I love Wilson.
But why
Wilson.
did you love
I
Wilson?
don't know. I just loved his hair. I loved him.
What did
and
Wilson?
when Wilson went away on the raft, we lost him. He just bobbed off in the surf.
Oh, because he built a raft.
I mean, spoiler alert. Just the crash scene's amazing at the start.
The crash scene at the start is phenomenal,
Incredible.
and then he gets sucked out. Sorry,
What sort of plane is this?
in the doesn't he?
City Slickers. That's the movie.
God, I'm amazed how your
City
brain
Slickers
works.
2, City Slickers 1. Anyway, that's the movie we're thinking of with Billy
Yeah.
Crystal.
Anyway,
Ross Noble's got back on his track.
yeah, he's fine now, happy. Castaway. Wilson was a volleyball
Yeah, he was a volleyball.
with a face on it.
I know we looked.
No, it was a bloodied hand. It was a bloodied hand
Yeah.
from his bloody.
Wilson.
And then he builds a raft. And then
He
have you ever seen that scene? I mean, you've seen it,
Yeah, it's great.
but they should have filmed on a day when there was a bit more rough water because the water's quite flat. And you're going,
Is it?
come on, Tom, you can swim that. And the ball's just like 20 metres away, and he's going, I can't get to you. You're bullshit. But what he did was he tied himself to his raft, and then his rope got too. It wasn't long enough, and Wilson floated away.
Yeah.
That might be good thinking music.
Wilson.
Wilson, he apologises to Wilson.
Yeah, I know. And then he gets hit by a cargo ship, or he comes up against a cargo ship.
Oh yeah,
And then I love the scene where he goes home to his wife who's moved on. Remember, she's got a new husband. Because it's been like, how many years? 5 years or something extraordinary.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
Which is incredible.
I'm back.
Oh, Oh, you. Oh, okay. Yep,
Oh.
good. Look, don't get me wrong. Happy to see you.
You remember your best friend Gary?
Yep.
Well, I'm married to him now.
And remember your superannuation? Spend it on our new house. Okay.
It's a great movie.
What else?
Love that movie. Oh, Philadelphia. Where he plays the
Philadelphia.
AIDS patient.
Yeah, lost a lot of weight.
Oh,
Very committed.
Got the best Bruce
Now that-
Springsteen song. That
Nowadays, they just get the computer and stretch you a
Yeah.
bit. You wouldn't have to lose the weight.
The Streets of Philadelphia. It's a great song. But he's got real commitment because in Castaway he lost a lot of weight too. He was. So
I suppose with that one, you'd have
Oh
to.
my god, he was so skinny.
Would you lose weight for a movie role?
I put on weight for the Nugget.
You're very committed like that.
Yeah, I know. I was just fat.
Yeah.
Loved it.
Sleepless in Seattle.
Oh yeah, whatever.
Was that
That's
like?
a rom-com.
And he's a phone in, and he's got a little boy, with the cute hair. When they have a bit of gel in. It annoys me when cute kids in movies have gel in their hair.
No good.
Don't put gel in your hair.
No good.
Just have normal hair.
Yeah, no
in fact,
good.
have it messed up. Don't look cute.
No good.
And that's when he meets her at top of the Empire State Building.
Yeah,
I get it mixed up.
I've seen it, but it kind of all washed over me.
Yeah, okay.
That era, like when Harry Met Sally, Sleepless in Seattle.
You've Got Mail is the other one I get mixed up with.
Yeah, You Got Mail. Yeah.
One of them about a bookstore versus a big bookstore and a small bookstore. Was that You've Got Mail?
Yes, I think so.
And like a big store takes over, and I think so. I don't know. Captain Phillips. Is that what you
That's
said?
it.
Yes.
Not Captain Roberts, Captain Phillips.
Yes, that's right. We've talked about it on the podcast before. Sully.
Great movie.
Great movie. Great story. Incredible story. He played it very well.
Mm.
And he got to dye his hair blonde, which would have been really cool because, oh, your hair looks good blonde. Yeah, it's not for me. It's just for the movie.
It's for the movie, mate.
It's like when I do Russell Coit, I get to dye my hair back to its old colour. Oh, he got my hair dyed, yeah, whatever.
Had to do it.
Had to do it.
Had to do it for
Oh,
that.
the tan I got? Oh, that's fake for Russell Coit, yeah.
He's got a brother called, I think it's Jim, who does all these body double stuff.
Jim
Hanks.
Jim Hanks.
I think it's Jim Hanks, yeah. Someone met him and thought it was Tom Hanks because he looks very similar to him. But when Forrest Gump is running and stuff like that, that's him. That's not Tom.
Showbiz warning. Showbiz anecdote warning.
Here we go.
It's a comedy company one.
Yeah, what?
We did the comedy company Christmas special, and I was Uncle Arthur, of course, at the big dinner party, but I was also playing Kenny Rogers at the party. So my brother had to come in and dress up as Uncle Arthur and play Uncle Arthur at the dinner table with me playing Kenny Rogers and Marianne Faye playing Dolly Parton, and we sang a song, I think.
Oh, wow.
So my brother played me.
Yeah, so it's a similar... That could have been his full-time career.
Probably better than the Tom Hanks story, yeah. Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
He could have, he could have been, could have done it. He's a regular listener to the show. He tunes in. And I probably got the story wrong.
Phil or...
Neil.
Neil.
He's married to an actress, isn't he? What's her name?
Who, Phil?
No.
Neil.
No, Kathy.
Oh, no. Yeah, he's married to Rita Wilson.
Oh, well remembered.
Yeah, she's great. She's
a good actress.
She's in some good stuff. She was in Girls. What she is, the mum? Yeah, she's very funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw something news about Tom Hanks the other day where his niece was on a reality show and she had a meltdown. Did you see that?
No.
I think it wasn't his daughter, it was his niece, and she got thrown off.
Oh.
And then the cameras followed her in. It was like a big brother, and then she cracked the shits.
Fair
and
enough.
it only made the papers because she's Tom
Tom
Hanks'
Hanks'
niece.
yeah. Hasn't Tom Hanks got a son with all tattoos and stuff? He's got a kid with all the... One of his kids acts. He was in that movie about the band. Listen to us.
I'm sorry you didn't get the role. I'm telling my dad. My dad's Tom Hanks. Yeah, you're in for it. You'll never work on one of his projects again.
Well, should we do Lincoln?
Lincoln.
Okay, Abraham Lincoln. Oh, Daryl Hannah. That was the woman in Splash with the blonde hair.
You're right.
What else she's done
You should
lately?
go on a TV.
Go, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
You should
Hot,
be on
Hot
a
Minute or whatever it's called.
Yeah, but what they'll do is they'll find out your weak points.
Yeah.
And then,
Sport,
yeah.
for example.
Yeah, and then you would be up for $100,000, and they go, and the producer would go, get him with a sport question. Yeah.
How many gold medals did Kieran Perkins win? You're like, oh, Jesus, it was a few.
Okay, what other questions? We've got a question about Dim Sims. No, not about Dim Sims. About ice cream. No.
80s bands.
No.
Someone told me that they filled out the form and said all their weaknesses as their strengths, so they switched it. They just read that in the paper. Yeah, this woman so they said, what are your weaknesses? She put, whatever, pop culture, cooking, whereas she was into those things. And so
Yeah, I'd go into the audience when you're on, and I would.
No, you'd be the friend I phone, like on, you know.
Oh, right.
Who we phoning? Dave? Oh, phoning Glenn Robbins.
But I would be doing something inappropriate when you're out.
Yeah.
What?
Sorry, Eddie.
Sorry, Eddie. He's on the
He's on the toilet. And I go, Glenn, have you got Google ready? Here we go, mate. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Punch it in. Lincoln, 1800s.
Grew up in a log cabin. He had a log cabin story. Remember
Did he?
Christopher Payne said when he retired, I don't have a log cabin story.
Yeah, why do we have to fawn over a Lincoln story in Australia? I don't know. What's it? I don't know. What, is that what it means? That
Yeah,
Lincoln had
like, you know, the current Prime Minister, you would argue he's got a log cabin story because he grew up in housing commission.
so he
Single mum.
grew up poor.
Whereas Christopher Payne was in Adelaide, quite wealthy.
I was on. Have you been paying attention with Christopher Pine?
Oh, will you?
And he made reference to being a fan of Cal Knight,
Yeah, he's a bit Cal Knight-ish, isn't he?
and I got to be honest, I felt a bit weird.
Yeah.
I didn't know what to say.
Oh,
I said I put the outfit in. I met him in the car park.
yeah, he'd like that probably.
Yeah, cool.
Christopher Payne.
He was a lawyer, wasn't he?
Christopher Pine, probably. No, Lincoln, yes. Yeah, he was a lawyer. Very poor background.
So he would have come up through the ranks, I suppose.
Yeah, he did a bit of military service, and then he was a lawyer, and then like a politician, like a local politician that rose through the ranks.
Is it true? I think it is that he established the Secret Service.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I think. Well, which is a good idea. So I guess what does that mean? FBI? Is that what it means?
Yeah, no. The Secret Service is different from the
Is it?
FBI. Yeah, the Secret Service, I only know from watching movies, they serve the president. You know, they're the guys with the suits and that. You know, when people get shot and they run in, you know what I mean? They're those guys. They protect the president.
Oh, so that's like a security guard.
Yeah. It's like this. Yeah.
Oh, right.
The
Oh, that's
Secret Service is separate from the FBI and the CIA.
so.
Right.
They're the guys that run along next to the president's
Yes,
car.
that's Secret Service.
Yeah, and they were the guys that were there when
Reagan.
they were the guys that jumped. Reagan got shot, and JFK. Did you know
The links between.
I'm going to bring it on my
Yes.
phone. I'm going to bring it.
Yeah,
on my
they are
phone.
amazing because
The links
between Kennedy and Lincoln's assassinations.
Yeah, Lee Harvey Oswald
Yeah.
and John Booth. Is that the one who must have shot him?
Yeah,
They are both.
You know what, John Booth? He was an actor.
They were both 39 years old.
They get bitter quickly, don't they? I haven't got the current part. I'm going to shoot the president.
Both were succeeded, followed by people named Johnson.
Oh, Lincoln and Kennedy. Yeah, right. Yeah. Yep.
Lincoln had a secretary named Kennedy, and Kennedy had a secretary named Lincoln.
That's incredible.
And both of them said, one said, don't go to Dallas. That would have been Kennedy's one. And one said, don't go to the
theatre.
Theatre.
I mean, that's just a general statement, though. Don't go to theatre. You know, I'd say that now.
Both
Don't go to
they were
theatre.
both shot.
They're pretty good coincidences, though, aren't they?
So that you can make that your topic when you go on.
$1 million hot minute.
You know what else he loved? He loved a top hat.
He did love and that beard, that weird sort of Amish beard.
So that's the beard without the mustache.
Yeah, but he wasn't religious. He was a
your
bit of a skeptic of religion.
But does your beard have something to do with religion?
Well, that looks like an Amish person, that beard. There's a reason the Amish person have those beards. I can't remember what it is.
I look at people who do it nowadays and I go, you can be bothered to shave your mustache, but you can't be bothered to shave your beard. So what are you making a statement? What are you saying?
Yeah.
I mean, I understand like a mustache with a goatee, but it's sort of upside down.
Yeah, it's an unusual look.
Yeah,
these
look, I'm
days.
sorry if you're out there and you're listening
And
and you're one of those people. Sounds judgmental, but I am.
If I ever see them in the comedy audience, you know what I always say.
What?
Look at the Amish community over here. How you going, mate? You raise a barn today, did you, buddy? That's what I say.
I like your line that you always do when you're doing a corporate,
Oh, yeah.
which is when someone's not facing the stage.
Turn around.
Yeah. You say, come on, mate, turn around, face the stage. And you go, oh, you know what? Turn back away again.
Turn back around, mate. It's classic. It's classic.
If ever I get into that situation. Anyway, big on top
you can
hats.
use that.
I reckon, so let's just say you were in the 1800s.
Mhm.
You're going out for lunch. Would you be a top hat guy? I don't think I
wouldn't
would.
think so.
Do you think it's people who want to make themselves look more important, look taller?
What? I mean, we've never talked about top hats on this podcast before, but what's the origin of a top hat? Because nowadays we just associate it with magicians and...
Well, I associate it with toilet.
Oh, yes, the toilet sign.
Because the guy in the toilet door
Yes.
has a top hat on.
He does.
You're going, I'm going to be honest with you. That'd be a good sketch. That'd be a good sketch, wouldn't it?
What is it?
Well, meaning you go to the toilet, you point at the sign, and then everyone at the urinals goes,
I've got a top hat on.
bang, go to the break. Yep.
Oh, very good. Well, but tell you what, though, these days, sometimes I saw a woman looking at the signs the other day, and we were trying to work out which is men and which is women. You know, it was like Mexican. It had hombreras and something else. And you're like, well, hang on, which is the men?
There are too many toilet options.
Yeah.
There's ambulant. Is that the word?
I don't know what ambulant means.
Well, I think it's if you're on crutches. There's parents. There's the parents' toilet.
Parents' room.
So that's a given. That's a little. I went with the grandchild the other day, and they had a mini toilet in there.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
the little toilet.
and I had to. I felt a bit weird doing.
Yeah.
It wasn't really. I could tell the toilet didn't like it.
No.
That I was doing.
Big man.
Yeah,
The big man.
don't mess with me. Don't mess with me. You got on crutches.
Yeah.
Then you got people who are in wheelchairs, disabled. Too many options. Anyway, okay, let's.
Oh, but then there's also. I noticed during the comedy festival they changed all the signage at the toilets at like the hi-fi bar, and it had neutral toilet with urinal.
Oh, okay.
So that's just that to me. That's the men's. I would say.
I got to say, unisex toilets are
confronting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, if you want to go in there and, Luke Heggie does a very good routine about it.
Oh, yes, fantastic.
He's like, welcome to Equality, ladies. I've just shat in that toilet and stunk it out and used all the bog roll. But, yeah, welcome to Equality. Here we are. It's very funny.
That's the way it is.
Look it up. It's a big hit on the internet, I think. Okay, Lincoln.
He abolished slavery. That's his big one.
Yeah, so he was...
When all the presidents get together, what does Obama say? Obama says...
Well, he brought in healthcare. He tried to.
He tried to. That was his major legacy. Trump goes, oh, well,
I almost built a wall.
Yeah. Did I tell you the story about building the wall?
No.
I was with the grandchild the other day and we were building Lego. And I did this completely inadvertently. And we were going to, what are we going to do? Why don't we build a wall around there where we can park all the cars?
Great.
And then I said, because I like to make up songs.
Yeah.
About things we're doing. And I started going, build the wall, build the wall, build the wall. And he starts going, build the wall, build the wall. That's a Trump chant.
Yeah, it is a Trump chant. That's
I didn't realise till day. And then when I was over there yesterday, and he turns to me and goes, build the wall, build the wall. And I'm going, oh, no.
Imagine if he goes to like Texas or somewhere and starts chanting it in the street.
That'd be my fault.
Yep.
Yeah. That abolished slavery. So there was a civil war. Who started it? Do you remember? It must have been them because they would have been going, listen, slavery, no. And they're going, don't tell us what to do.
No, we like it.
Well, if you don't do what we say, I'm going to come down there and take you over.
Yeah.
So would he have led that?
I don't know. He was involved, but I don't know. Because remember,
he must have been.
He gave the Gettysburg Address, but that was like 4 or 5 years after it.
Gettysburg Address.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. That's the one that everyone quotes. That's the one if you do the Lincoln movie.
Yeah.
You star like,
Oh, Daniel Day-Lewis was in the Lincoln movie. He played
good.
Lincoln. Was he good?
Didn't see it.
No, nor did I. But he looked good.
It was one of those ones where I went, oh, could I be?
I know. He's very committed. I started watching it actually, but it's like,
I kind of get it.
He was great in My Left Foot. He was great in.
Yeah, there's a. I was going to do the sequel. No, I can't do that joke.
He's going to do the sequel. My Left Foot. Last of the Mohicans.
I don't know what else we can say.
Well, let's have some thinking music. We're not Americans. We're Australians, so we only know the broad strokes.
Yeah, that's right. I as much as you could have studied American history. I know.
Yeah, at uni.
You could have studied American. I just get a little. I feel a bit. What's the word? Fawny. A little bit like pandering, when we know too much about people. Why we could do a scene from the Lincoln movie? We could do.
Why don't we play the speech, the Gettysburg Address?
Are we there?
We'll pretend we're in the crowd.
Are we Australians?
Yeah, we fought on the south side. We were mercenaries on the south.
Okay,
we were bushwhackers. They were called.
Really?
There's a great movie called Ride with the Devil, made by Ang Lee, about the bushwhackers, who were the first kind of terrorist groups that. Because the Civil War was fought just in trenches and in lines and stuff, and we'll meet you at 12 midday in that field, and then they just all line up and shoot at each other.
They walk towards each other, and they do reenactments now, don't they? Yeah. Where people turn up in the full outfit.
Oh yeah, but what happened in the South? They formed these like groups called bushwhackers who would just come out of the bush and attack a bank or attack a convoy or whatever.
But in terms of what? Not in terms of the Civil War, just in terms of they were like.
No, they're in the Civil War. They were just.
I see what you mean.
They're sort of attacking behind the lines and
A
stuff.
bit
So
like guerrilla warfare.
yeah, it was guerrilla warfare.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Well, I will bring up. What do I look for? Gettysburg Address on my phone.
Yeah.
And I'll play it, and we will be in the crowd. Yeah, is that what you're saying?
We'll be in the crowd.
need
Disenchanted.
We need some dingle dingle.
Okay, here we go.
Hang
Here
on
we
a second.
go.
Let me
Okay.
just. Let me just
We'll have
bring
the
it-
music.
Yeah.
Here we go. Hit play. Oh, what are we doing here? Did we fight?
Hang on, I'll just read the ticket. It says the Gettysburg Address. We've got good seats.
Yeah, I don't know who's speaking because I mean,
President Lincoln.
not him.
What, you don't like it?
We fought against him in the war.
Yeah, but that was 3 or 4 years ago, and we're Australian. We
Yeah.
don't really mind. Oh,
Here comes.
here he
the
comes.
orchestra's swelling.
Hang
Yeah,
on.
here we go,
Hang on.
here we go.
Oh, there's a bloke with a flute as well.
7 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation,
Oh, jeez.
conceived in liberty and
Conceived.
dedicated to the proposition that all
not us. We fought the war, mate.
Yeah. Speak for yourself.
Now we are engaged
Yeah, we
in
lost.
a great
Yeah.
civil war, testing whether that nation or any nation
He's obsessed by
conceived
sex.
and
I
so
don't know what he means.
dedicated can long endure.
Come on.
We
Yeah.
are met.
Easy
on a
for you
great
to say.
battlefield
We were
of
here,
that
mate.
war.
Yeah, you have an afternoon tea.
We have come to dedicate a portion of that field as a final resting place for those who here gave their lives.
Grow a
that
mustache,
nation
what are
might
ya?
live.
Are you Amish?
It is altogether
you raise a barn?
fitting and proper that we
Yeah.
should do this. But in a larger sense, we
I'll
cannot
make your mind
dedicate.
up.
We cannot consecrate.
Well,
We
what
cannot
can we do?
hallow this ground.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
us.
that's us.
The
Yeah,
brave
not you.
men, living and dead,
It was a
who
struggle, we lost.
here,
Yeah.
have consecrated it. Far above our poor power
Lose the top
to
hat.
add or
I don't see what
detract.
mass.
The world will little note.
Oh, God, I
no
know. I've had
one
enough
will
of this.
remember what we say
I've had
here,
enough.
but it can never
Yeah, it's
forget
just-
what
oh,
they
what do you
did
want to do?
here.
I'm going to get my gun out and shoot
It
him.
is for us. the
If we walk
living
off,
ground.
he'll get quieter in the background.
Oh, there we go. We're walking off. Listen, I'm going to get my gun out of my horse and cart. I'm going to shoot him. What do you reckon?
What are you going to shoot for?
Because he was,
Settle down. Just don't be shooting anywhere. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take you to the theatre.
Oh, tonight?
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
And I'll shoot him there. Is he
Hang
still
on.
going? I bet he's still going.
Is he still going?
These dead shall not have died in vain. That this
yeah.
nation, under God,
Let's go to the
will
tavern.
have a new birth of freedom.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
All right, mate.
Yeah, get off.
Cheers, mate.
Yeah, thanks, mate.
All right. See you at the theatre. Wow, there we go. What an insight.
Wow.
What an insight.
That you could,
Incredible.
Could you, I don't know, I just reckon people at the museum around the world replay that
They'll be
when
listening
kids
to
are
that.
studying American history.
Exactly. All right. Well, do you want to have a crack or
Yes.
have a go?
I'm going to say, you know how Seinfeld's a bit tedious. He would talk about Superman in every episode. I
Yes.
reckon there's a reference to Lincoln in every Tom Hanks movie.
Oh,
There are
wow.
seven. Yep.
I'm going to say Tom Hanks was meant to play Lincoln,
Ah,
but
even better.
he pulled out, and Daniel Day-Lewis because he didn't think he'd do justice to it.
Yeah. Well, smart move.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
what is the answer, Sam?
Hanks revealed to the Daily Mail in 2012 how is related to Lincoln. His mother was called Nancy Hanks, and the members of my branch of the family are either cousins or in-laws or poor relations, Hanks said. Ancestry.com's genealogists confirmed that Hanks is therefore Lincoln's third cousin, 4 times removed.
Wow. There you go.
You have been listening to Somehow Related with Glenn Robbins and Dave O'Neill.
So when he turns up to a restaurant,
Mm.
right, and they go, sorry, no tables left. Number one, he could say, I'm Tom Hanks.
Oh, yeah.
Or he could say, I'm related to Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah, absolutely. Incredible.
And they go, we'll get you a table.
Well, now I'm thinking maybe he should have played Lincoln in Lincoln
Why?
because he's related to him.
Oh, I see what you mean. So therefore, it would have been appropriate.
Yeah.
And then I always like a post credit. When the screen goes black and then they write up the thing, and then they could have written up at the end if you wait for the credits. Did you know it would say interesting fact? Tom Hanks related to Abraham Lincoln.
Wow.
If your name was Abraham, what would you like to be called?
Abraham. Abe? They used to call him Abe, didn't they?
I don't
Abe
know whether he
Lincoln.
liked it, but I'd be called Abe.
Abe.
Abe,
The Bram.
dinner's ready.
Abe.
Go, Abe. What do you want to do this afternoon?
Get out of your log cabin.
I want to go grow a beard without a mustache.
Yeah.
And Tom Hanks, big listener of this show.
Is he? I didn't know that. Well, hello. He was in the Elvis movie, so he was in Australia for a while.
He was in Australia for a while. And why did it get postponed?
It's just COVID, wasn't it? He got COVID.
He was one of the first to get COVID.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
So, and have you seen that movie?
Mm.
I didn't mind it.
Yeah, it's good. It's great.
It's good.
I mean, Elvis is... It's an amazing story, Elvis. He was so good looking, though, wasn't he, Elvis? That's the thing.
He was incredibly good looking. And the guy they got to play it,
He was great.
he was good looking too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it on a plane. Is that a...
Same here.
Yeah. Where were you going?
Don't know. Perth, maybe?
I was going to New Zealand.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, as they used to say, because it's the end of the podcast, when Elvis had left the building.
Elvis has left the building.
Now, but we get to say,
Thank you very much.
like we play the music,
Yeah.
and let the music come up now,
Yeah.
music coming up, and then the music goes down a bit, and we say, ladies and gentlemen, Dave and Glenn have left the building.
Yeah, but we're still sitting here.
Oh, don't spoil it.
Up.